Let us journey to the top and bottom of the Earth. Today, we're exploring the Earth's polar regions. These regions are not only the coldest places on Earth, but also the most fascinating and mysterious. In this video, we will debunk the common misconception about the top and bottom of the Earth, explore the fascinating wildlife and human cultures that call these extreme environments home, witness the spectacular phenomena of the Aurora, the midnight sun, and much more. So, buckle up and get ready for an adventure of a lifetime. And don't forget to watch till the end, because we have a special surprise for you. First, let us debunk the top and bottom misconception. When we refer to the top and bottom of the Earth, we're actually using a bit of a misnomer. The Earth is a sphere, not flat, and the concept of top is relative depending on your location. The terms top and bottom are often used to refer to the North and South Poles, respectively. But this is more a matter of convention than a reflection of any inherent up or down orientation in space. In reality, gravity pulls everything towards the center of the Earth, so no matter where you stand on the planet, you'll always feel as though you're standing upright. Now, let's get to our first stop, the top of the Earth, the Arctic Circle, a region of extreme cold, long winters, and a sun that can either stay up all day or not rise at all. This region is defined by its latitude, specifically the area within 66.5 degrees north of the equator. It includes parts of 8 countries: Canada, Denmark, Greenland, Finland, Iceland, Norway, Russia, Sweden, and the United States, Alaska. The Arctic is home to a variety of indigenous peoples, including the Inuit, Sami, and Yupik. These communities have a rich history and culture, with traditions and practices that have been passed down for generations. They rely on the land and sea for their livelihoods, hunting and fishing for food, and crafting tools and clothing from the resources available to them. In addition to these traditional ways of life, modern Arctic communities are also adapting to the challenges of living in a harsh environment. They balance the preservation of their cultural heritage with the need for modern amenities and infrastructure. These communities are also grappling with the impacts of climate change, which is causing significant changes to their environment and way of life. Next, we travel to the bottom of the Earth. Antarctica is also the southernmost continent on Earth. Unlike the Arctic, which is an ocean surrounded by land, Antarctica is a landmass surrounded by ocean. This icy desert is home to scientific research stations, staffed by dedicated scientists from around the world. These researchers live and work in one of the most extreme environments on Earth, conducting important research on a wide range of topics. Life in Antarctica is not limited to humans. The region is home to a variety of wildlife, including several species of penguins, seals, and seabirds. These animals have adapted to the harsh conditions of Antarctica, thriving in an environment where few other creatures can survive. Living and working in Antarctica presents unique challenges and rewards. The harsh climate and remote location make everyday tasks more difficult, but they also provide opportunities for scientific discovery and personal growth. Despite the challenges, many people are drawn to Antarctica for the adventure and the chance to contribute to our understanding of the planet. Now, let us explore some of the natural wonders of the top and bottom of the Earth. The Aurora Borealis and Aurora Australis. The Aurora Borealis, Northern Lights, and Aurora Australis, Southern Lights, are natural light displays that occur in the polar regions. They are caused by the interaction between solar wind, a stream of charged particles escaping the sun, and the Earth's magnetic field. The resulting energy is released in the form of beautiful, dancing lights in the sky. These lights are typically green, but can also be red, yellow, blue, or violet. Indigenous peoples have observed these lights for thousands of years, and have developed various myths and legends to explain their occurrence. For example, some Inuit groups believed that the lights were the spirits of their ancestors playing a game across the sky. We're just getting started, so I have a question for you. Have you ever heard of the polar night and midnight sun? The polar night and midnight sun are phenomena that occur because of the tilt of the Earth's axis. During the polar night, the sun doesn't rise above the horizon for more than 24 hours, resulting in continuous darkness. Conversely, during the midnight sun, the sun doesn't set for more than 24 hours, resulting in continuous daylight. These extreme light conditions have a significant impact on life in the polar regions. For example, many animals have adapted to the long periods of darkness or light by altering their sleep patterns or feeding habits. Similarly, humans living in these regions have to adapt their daily routines to cope with the unusual light conditions. Now, it's time to highlight the remoteness and harshness of these regions. Antarctica is the most remote and inhospitable place on Earth. It's a land of extremes, with the coldest temperatures, the highest average elevation, and the strongest winds found anywhere on the planet. Despite these harsh conditions, Antarctica is home to a unique ecosystem, including several species of penguins, seals, and whales, as well as a variety of hardy microorganisms. Humans also inhabit this harsh landscape, with scientists from around the world living and working in research stations scattered across the continent. These researchers brave the extreme cold, long periods of darkness, and isolation to conduct important scientific research. Just like Antarctica, the Arctic is also a land of extremes. It is an ocean surrounded by continents, covered by a thin layer of perennial sea ice, and surrounded by land, which is largely covered by permafrost. The Arctic experiences extreme temperatures that can drop below -50 degrees Celsius in winter, and the region is known for its strong winds and seasonal variations in light. Despite these harsh conditions, the Arctic is home to approximately 4 million people. A diverse range of wildlife, including polar bears, walruses, Arctic foxes, and numerous species of seals and whales. These animals have adapted to survive in the extreme Arctic conditions, and they play a crucial role in the region's ecosystem. Now, let's mention some of the explorations and adventures to these extreme regions. The polar regions have always attracted explorers, from the daring expeditions of Ernest Shackleton and Roald Amundsen to modern adventurers. The North and South Poles represent the ultimate challenge. These explorers braved harsh conditions and unknown dangers in their quest to reach the ends of the Earth. Today, the spirit of exploration is alive and well in the polar regions. Scientists, adventurers, and tourists alike are drawn to these remote and extreme environments, seeking to push their limits and discover new things. Whether it's conducting groundbreaking research, climbing a previously unclimbed peak, or simply experiencing the awe-inspiring beauty of these regions, there's no shortage of adventure in the Arctic and Antarctic. Now, let's explore what the climate and environment is like. The Arctic and Antarctic may seem similar, but they have distinct climates and environments. The Arctic is characterized by its cold, dry climate, with temperatures that can drop below -40 degrees Celsius in winter. The Antarctic is even colder, with winter temperatures that can reach -60 degrees Celsius. Both regions are home to unique ecosystems, with a variety of plants and animal species that have adapted to the harsh conditions. These ecosystems play a crucial role in our global environment, influencing weather patterns and serving as important indicators of climate change. So, who lives at the top and bottom of the Earth? From indigenous communities to scientists, from seals to penguins, it's a diverse cast of characters. The polar regions may be harsh and unforgiving, but they're also fascinating and vital parts of our planet. We've only scratched the surface of what these regions have to offer, and there's so much more to discover. We encourage you to learn more about these amazing areas, and the people who call them home. Until next time, keep exploring.